Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Code. And yeah, in this lecture we are going to start our CSS. We just completed our HTML part for this course and now we are on the CSS. So in the CSS, first, what is the CSS, like the introduction. So here I actually prepared a presentation for you guys so you guys know what is the CSS better, and I will also share this presentation link in the video description, so visit the video description for the course outline and the slides. So here is what is the CSS or introduction to CSS. So what is the CSS? CSS is actually a framework or a language of coding that is used for the web designing to create eye-catching websites and also the responsive web development. So what is the responsive web development? Responsive web development is something that I can also show you it here. Yeah, just let me close this. So here, when I actually make my screen width smaller, this area is changed. As you can see here, the home and home icon are separate, but now they are merged and home text becomes smaller. So this is something that is called responsive web design, and here you can see it also has a button. So now it's the same one, but when we decrease the width, it's changing. So that's something that comes with the responsive web development. And CSS is actually based on two things. First one is CSS selectors. So what are CSS selectors? CSS selectors are the method, like in the last lecture we used TD and TH for selecting and increasing the padding and margins. So these are the selectors. We will cover multiple selectors of the CSS, and you can see that there are multiple types of the selectors. Like last one we used only the element and the ID. We didn't went to the universal class name or instructor, child, sibling selector, selecting an HTML element by its attribute, first child, even end child is a very interesting part of the CSS, and even and odd selection of the elements. So that is something we will cover in the next lecture, because it will take much time, and we also need to, maybe we divide it into two parts so we can understand it better. And the second thing that is the CSS is CSS properties. CSS properties will not be the part of next lecture, because we will cover the CSS properties like color, typography, text, box model, layout, background animation, transform and box shadow in very detail. And for that our whole, as you can see, whole course outline is structured. So this may take a week for you to learn this framework or this coding language, but it's easy, trust me. There is no programming. There is a bit of math, but not that much, because in the end child I will show you how to use math when designing a element or designing multiple elements through your code. But it's very easy, don't get afraid of the name math. And after that hopefully we will cover our projects. So be with me for this CSS part. Then finally we will go for the project building of the gym website, Antique Coffee and Digital X. Thank you so much for being here, and I will share the course outline and presentation in the description. Be there with me for the next lecture on CSS selectors. Thank you very much.